Live from all our social media platforms at 3FM 92.7, also on 3news.com around the world. We're streaming on 3news.com. Coming up this afternoon, jubilant mood as Asin North constituency constituent following victory of opposition NDC in the keenly contested by-election. We will be live in the constituency for some more updates after the elections. Also, President Kufuor reaffirms government's commitment to pursue strategic policies to set the economy on sound footing as he joins Muslim community to celebrate Eid al-Adha festival of sacrifice. We have details of these stories and a lot more coming to you shortly. Please stay with us. You're welcome to the program. Let's begin from the Asin North constituency, where residents and supporters of the opposition, the NDC, they are still in jubilant mood as Jachi Kwesin retains the Asin North constituency seat in the by-election on Tuesday. The parliamentary candidate for the National Democratic Congress, James Jachi Kwesin, garnered 17,245 votes that represented 57.56% to beat his main rival, Charles Opoku of the New Patriotic Party, the MPP, who had 12,630 votes that represented 42.15% of the total vote cast, while the candidate of the Liberal Party of Ghana, LPG, Bernice Anyonyam Sefenu, also had 87%, representing 0.29% of the total votes cast. Take a listen to the EC declaration of the winner of the by-election.
These are the details of the results. Now, three candidates contested. Candidate number one, in the person of Charles Opoku of the New Patriotic Party, secured 12,630 votes. Candidate number two, Sefenu Bernice Anyonyam of the LPG, secured 87 votes. Candidate number three, James secured 17,245. I hereby declare Honorable James Jachi Kwesin as the Member of Parliament elect for the Asin North constituency.
So that was how James Jachi Kwesin, the Member of Parliament elect for the Asin North constituency, was declared winner of the by-election in Tuesday's by-election in the Asin North constituency. Well, pouring onto the street in wild celebrations, the youth say not even threats of imprisonment could stop the will of the people. My colleague Eric Moen Egbert has more in this report.
And so pure ecstasy from constituent here at Asin Breku, the hometown of James Jachi Kwesin, after he was formally declared victorious in the by-elections here, the 27th of June. Kamla Kruche is here with me as well, my colleague.
Well, you can't fault them. They wanted this, and this is what they got. I mean, many interpretations can be put to this, but it's a strong signal that whilst voting was ongoing, there was some level of roadworks. Irrespective of all of these, the people have thrown their weight behind James Jachi Kwesin. The coming days are going to be quite interesting. From Thursday thereabouts, James would be going back to court in as much as he continues to play his duty as an MP as well, because the House will be reconvening, and I'm quite sure on Thursday the Speaker would swear him in again.
James Jachi Kwesin at the Catholic Youth Center as well responded to the comments by the President and all of the controversy which has characterized his reign.
I believe in the rule of law, and I do things according to the law, right? And also I had the support of my constituent, my NDC fraternity. Then I got people from even the other side of the aisle which is MPP, who were supporting me. And the fundamental belief or value of legal system, you're innocent until proven guilty. So for him to say that, I think it's not a qualified statement.
For many of the MPs present and the bigwigs within the NDC, this will serve as a catalyst for elections 2024.
That's the assurance I can give them. And I know, come 2024, the three Asin constituencies, what has happened in Asin North is going to reflect in all the other two Asin North constituencies.
For the constituents here, though, it is absolute enjoyment.
It's a sweet day for the NDC family.
You have by-election 10 times. We will vote for James Jachikwesin. That's all what we want.
Change is coming. Change is coming. Change is coming.
So my colleague Eric Mawin-Egbert put together that report. Let's cross over to the Asin North constituency and engage Komla Kluche, also in the Asin North constituency, who covered the elections extensively. 12 hours after the declaration of the winner of the polls, what is the constituency looking like? Komla, thank you so much for joining us. So we'll get into 12 hours after the official declaration of results. How is the constituency looking like?
Well, I mean, it's really calm and it's static for the people. We got back into the constituency, especially the capital Breku and Kushia and other surrounding communities. In fact, entering into the communities, you will see people clad in NDC t-shirts, waving their flags, cheering themselves on for the victory. They say it is not a victory for NDC or NPP, but it's a victory for the Asin North constituency, and they think that it's a strong signal to the government that whatever there is that they are taking James Jachikwesin through, they, the people, are resolved and will stand by him any day, any time, anyhow, and that this is not going to deter them. Even if he goes to jail, like His Excellency the President said, 10,000 times, they would vote for him in multiple folds. What the concern. This morning, they went on the street, on a jubilant march from the capital all the way to Dansame and also into the Pushia area. I can tell you that the people are really enjoying themselves, because Jachikwesin himself told them that once he wins it and they are done, his expectation is that they should go onto the street and dance till their energies run out.
So, Kamala, we also know that yesterday, even in the heat of the election itself, and with some rain seeming to come, there was some construction work still ongoing in the constituency. Although today is a holiday, do we still see any of such activities there? What is the sense of, the development that characterized the area, even on the day of election?
Well, there isn't any earth-moving machine that we have seen. We have moved from Breku through to Dansame to Kushia. We haven't seen any earth-moving machine or anything that is indicating that the contractors are back to work. Maybe, and this I'm just assuming, maybe it's a holiday, but in some instances, even holidays, they work, especially when they were working yesterday while the people were voting. The clouds are out. It's just a while ago that the clouds are out, indicative that it may rain anytime soon. But even if that's what it is, even within the rain, the heavy rain, there was still road construction, and the contractor is not back on site. It's just the hope of the people that they would continue with the projects that they are doing, the development, irrespective of the fact that they resoundingly told them off that, enough of the persecution of the preferred choice of the the people of Asin North.
Kamala Kluche, thank you so much for joining us. Kamala Kluche is my colleague who joined us from the Asin North constituency. Now, back here in the capital, President Akufo-Addo says government will continue to pursue strategic policies to set the economy on sound footing, despite global challenges. He was speaking to mark this year's Eid al-Adha celebrations in Accra. The president recounted the economic challenges the country is facing, but he emphasized what he calls effective policies by government to revive the economy.
I'll be remiss if I did not talk about the economic circumstances that set our country in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, whose effects have been exacerbated by the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Even so, this government has continued to stand by its major policy commitments. We have continued to keep the lights on. We have continued to provide free SHS education. We have continued to ensure drone delivery of critical medicines to needy and remote communities. We have continued to keep the operation of the Zongo Development Fund. We have continued to build new roads and repair old ones.
That was President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo speaking there. Well, he again underscored his pledge to improve education as well as government commitment to the promotion of interfaith tolerance.
Let me reiterate my commitment, not just to the Muslim population of Ghana, but to all religious communities, both majority and minority. The Constitution of our country gives every citizen the right to manifest the religion of their choice. And as long as I remain president, I commit to afford every religious tradition the opportunity to practice their faith within the bounds of the law. Under two governments of the new patriotic party in the Fourth Republic, this country has produced Muslim vice president. It should thus be clear to Muslim parents that there is value in educating their children.
President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo speaking at this year's Eid al-Adha celebrations. Now, the Eid al-Adha festival is celebrated by Muslims to commemorate the order of God to Abraham to sacrifice his son. The national chief imam, Dr. Sheikh Nuhu Shaributu, sought God's blessings for the country. Away from that, the recent anthrax outbreak in some part of the Upper West region, coupled with the economic hardship in the country, appears to be affecting businesses in the greater Tamale metropolis. Christopher Mwako visited some animal markets and report.
Eid al-Adha, also known as the Feast of Sacrifice, is celebrated to commemorate the willingness of Prophet Ibrahim to sacrifice his son Ishmael as an act of obedience to Allah. The euphoria that usually accompanies the preparation is simply amazing as people travel far and near back home to join their families to celebrate. The buying of livestock is one of the major activities that characterize the occasion. People from far and near usually troop to the Abu, Sakasaka, and Shishao livestock markets to buy their Eid animals. However, a visit to the Abu sheep market revealed low patronage.
This is one of the biggest animal markets in the greater Tamale metropolis. Here is the Abu market where a lot of people come to buy their animals, especially on this festive occasion.
Both sellers and buyers were left dumbfounded about the prices of the animals.
See, I'm just confused because last year the things that we bought 5,000, this year 9,000, 8,000, 10,000. It's not easy.
My colleague Christopher Amwako brought us that report from the northern part of the country. Some animal markets in the Upper East region as part of the celebrations of the Eid al-Adha festivals there. Now, before we go, petrol and LPG consumers should expect shortages from tomorrow, June 29, due to tanker driver strike over poor roads. The Association of Oil Marketing Companies is urging government to prevent a potential crisis. George Queening has more in this report.
The strike by petroleum tanker drivers continues unabated. Experts say this is an economic issue that has dire implications. These depots here have consignment in them. In order to attend to the vessels, we need to actually lift the consignment in here to create space for whatever content the vessels are bringing. But that is not the case. The more these vessels wait, the more demurrages these depot managers pay.
The cost can be very high, and they can have even a daily rate that they'll pay. Could be thousands of dollars. That's not the only cost they will attract. They attract other costs as well.
The Association of Oil Marketing Companies is worried about the strike and is calling on government to swiftly intervene to ensure the worst doesn't happen.
This one is not a business where you say that I've missed this one, I'm going to double the volume. It's not going to happen. People will just be prudent in using the fuel, and the quantity will dip, and hence government revenue, and then also our revenue. So it's not good for everybody.
GP tanker drivers are unwilling to transport petroleum products until their bad rules are fixed. Retail outlets are waiting to get depleted. After that,
My colleague George Queening brought us that report concerning the strike by the tanker drivers there. That's how we wrap up on the bulletin this afternoon. My name is Noble Crosby Annan, and as always, more news on our website, 3news.com. Please do well to log on. Good afternoon.